Good morning,
Hello.
Colin Dunlap.
How are you?
Hey, you're getting a lot of publicity lately, man. You're talking to some pretty important people.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why they talk to me.
You know why they talk to you? Because you tell it like it is.
Yeah,
So
do
I
you
hope
notice
today you do the same.
I shaved my beard off, Richard?
I see that. But yeah, I mean it's not gone, but
No, I know. I should have kept it. I like it. I like it real straggly and long.
you do?
Yeah. Yeah, I went too short here.
Nah, I don't think so. You look good. You always look
Mhm.
good. Short, long, doesn't matter. You always look good.
Yeah.
You did you spoke to Selena, who
Yes.
just actually that's one of the reasons she speaks to you, because you do tell the truth. Everybody likes that about you. And again, I hope today we can continue that tradition.
Of telling the truth. What did you make of Mason Rudolph and those guys out at that US Steel rally?
Oh, there's so many sub stories to that, I think.
Yes.
Um, the thing that bothered me about it, probably more than anything, is it's almost like he's the anointed quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers now. And now, is that true or false? Probably not true. But then the other sub story to that is, does that mean why haven't we done anything with Aaron Rodgers?
You don't want to do anything with Aaron Rodgers.
Yes, I do. Here's what I want to do. I want to tell him goodbye. Goodbye, Aaron. We're turning the page and make it official. If Mason Rudolph is our quarterback, give him the job to lose. Right?
You know, that's a pretty good point. It's like this cloud, and you can't figure out if it's a bright, fluffy cloud or a dark cloud that's hanging over the Steelers and Mason Rudolph, but it needs to be defined one way or the other, or they just need to eradicate the cloud. Like, it's a story that keeps hanging around, and they either need to embrace it or get rid of it.
And I don't understand that.
I'm
really
with you.
And I don't understand it. And I keep thinking there must be a bigger story here that I don't know, because it's really, I mean, you're in OTAs, right? I mean, so now we're in June, right? I mean, the end of July training camp opens, right?
Well, yes, it could just be as simple as Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to go to anything that's not mandatory, so he's not going to sign before that.
But then there should be a statement. The people there should be something. Somebody needs to clarify, not just for us, not just for me as a guy talking to you, not me as a fan. I believe the players need to know what the hell is going on. I think that it starts at some point, and I don't care who they are, I don't care what they say. At some point, there starts to create animosities.
I agree with you. We're going on 2 months now, and when we talk, it pains me more than anything to say that you get a prediction right, but you got this right, and we're going on 2 months now of this. You said about 2 months ago, you said, the one thing I don't want to see is Aaron Rodgers sort of hold the organization hostage and control all of this. That's exactly what has happened over the past 60 days or so. Exactly. And it was the first thing that you said. You said they need to have control of their own organization and not have somebody else control it. What has happened is Aaron Rodgers has controlled this whole narrative and situation.
And whether that's by intent or not, it's what's happened. It is exactly what's happened. Like, I mean, I came out and I'm starting to think, okay, let's give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Let's say there's something.
Richard, I don't hear you. Did you hit the mute button?
No. Are you? Can you hear me now?
What happened?
Can you hear me?
No audio. Oh, my.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Oh, goodness. I can't hear you.
Hold on. Help.
Uh-oh.
Wait, we're coming.
Nothing. I heard you until right then. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
He can't hear you.
I hear you.
What in the? Yes, I don't. I just stopped hearing you.
Just wait a second. Just tell him wait a second.
1. Oh my goodness.
Chelsea, how do I?
Chelsea, could we have your help, please?
Always allow and click.
I could read your lips a little bit, but I can't hear you.
I'm just gonna.
This is crazy.
Should we go off and come back on?
Yeah, my audio works just fine. Except for that, it just went off. Oh, man.
Towards you.
How about now?
Hello? I can't hear you.
Talk.
Oh, man.
I'm talking. Can you hear
Let
me?
me log back in.
Now people are watching.
Now people are watching? That's great. Let them watch.
Just hang on.
Due to technical difficulties.
Maybe try from your computer. That's what I'm trying to do, but I can't get the camera to work. Google Chrome.
Should I leave studio?
No, just for people. If people can hear you, then you're just don't say.
How do I see who's listening?
You don't.
Can I see how many people are listening?
No.
How about now? Colin. Hey, Colin, can you hear me? Colin, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
All right. Anyway, controlling the narrative.
Well, now you're gone. There you go. Okay. Wow.
You got me?
Boy, do I ever.
That was wild. Controlling the narrative. So you said it 2 months ago.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, and I try to imagine what possibly could be creating this. Is it possible that there is a severe medical issue? Is there something that is a confidential that would be a reason? Is his health in jeopardy and they don't want it public? Is it? I mean, I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt to all possible scenarios. And
he's hinted that people close to him have been ill.
Yeah, and I know, and I saw that, and I don't know what that means exactly, but I do think it needs to be addressed. And honestly, I think it's time to really close the chapter on Aaron Rodgers. And that doesn't make me unhappy because I don't believe he's the guy anyway, with or without issues. I just don't think he's the quarterback this Pittsburgh Steelers team needs. And then I wonder, I wish I could get, have a conversation with Omar. I really do. And what's going on, dude? How do we go into this year with a quarterback room that looks not very attractive right now?
Well, it doesn't, but I'll say this to Rudolph's plus side, that whether you believe in his talents or don't believe in his talents, it's patently unfair to him at this point to not let him have command of the position if he's not going to be the guy. Like, define to him what he is, because it sure feels like those guys rally around him and they want him to be the guy, or at least want to identify who their starting quarterback is. It's fair to the whole locker room to know who the guy is, and especially him.
Yeah, I agree with all that. So take that back now to this U.S. Steel rally.
Right.
What do you think about him being there? I mean, politics aside, who cares? Black, white, red, green, doesn't matter. Blue, none of that matters. What matters is First of all, he didn't really say anything.
No, but he's sure behaving like the number one quarterback of an organization.
He was humble.
And he said now that he has a friend who works in Washington who invited him there, and he'd never been to a steel mill. And I thought he was incredibly diplomatic in what he said. He said,
I did too.
This was an opportunity for me to see real, true steelers, people making steel, and to be part of a historic moment where we're bringing a boost to the economy back to Western Pennsylvania, which is where I live now. So why wouldn't I go to that?
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that was wonderful, wonderfully stated, wonderfully said. Yeah, you can't dislike him, that's for sure, right?
I think he's an intelligent guy who's well learned, who does follow politics, does follow the state of the world, and wants what's best for America and the American worker. I truly believe that about Mason Rudolph.
Okay, and do you truly believe that Mason Rudolph can take us to a Super Bowl?
No, but I was looking at him.
This is about?
There's two different things, and that's the problem. That's why there's a problem. Too many people intertwine those things. Being a football player is just what Mason Rudolph does. It's not who he is. He's not a very
well said. That's
he's not a very great football player. That doesn't discount what he is as a person. Like, no, he can't. He can't even win a playoff game. But that doesn't mean he wasn't sincere in his actions at Irvin Works.
No, I don't mean to imply that I think he was insincere.
Or it was a photo op. I don't think it was a photo op either. I think he honestly went to learn something about the American economy.
Yeah, I just wondered why and how, and if that really did mean that the Pittsburgh Steelers were anointing him as their starting quarterback, because he was there representing the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, not if you ask the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And what do the Pittsburgh Steelers say?
That people go to political rallies or appearances or this of their own accord all the time, and they disassociated from an official organization capacity with Mason Rudolph being there.
And how about Rocky Bleier?
He's an alumni, and he could do the same thing. So that's interesting.
But Rocky Bleier gave him a jersey and said he was an official Pittsburgh Steeler.
I know, and they said he doesn't speak for us. But it's interesting that people got mad. But the owner of the Pittsburgh Steelers gave Obama a Steelers jersey. And the owner of the Pittsburgh Steelers hosted a rally for Ed Gainey at the stadium not long ago. It's all just pick and choose politics and whatever team you're on about who gets mad at what. And that's sort of the problem with our society, that our American society, is that if you love one side, you have to hate the other. If you hate one side, you have to love the other. And it's very polarizing.
Well, it's very polarizing, especially because you can, like you said, pick and choose. And there's different parts of it. The politics aside, like Donald Trump, hate Donald Trump. Fact of the matter is, how many jobs did he just keep here in Armand Valley? How many? I mean,
a lot, thousands upon thousands.
Thousands and thousands. How do you say, I hate that? I mean, you can't. You can't say that. I mean, I'm grateful that the people that I grew up around and with still have jobs and will continue. And there is a resurgence in the United States steel business. And I think it's wonderful. There's things that I hate about many people, and except you. But
no, you dislike them. You don't hate it. Hate's a strong word. You dislike about many people.
That's true. I dislike about many people. But all that aside, I really like this action. I really like what it did and what it says. And, it did get away from us. I mean, it did get away from us. And, I'm a Ford dealer. We employ more hourly workers than any other OEM manufacturer in the world. When the things got tough and everything was tough, and you were back in 2008, everybody left. Everybody left the country and went overseas to produce cheaper. We didn't leave. We never left. We stayed. So it's really important to me to watch this because this is an American family. This is an American brand. Ford Motor Company is an American brand, and I'm damn proud of it. It's of the people, by the people, for the people. It's from America for America. That's who we are.
Yeah,
And
but there's more to it though, too. Like you grew up and saw the smoke, and you grew up and saw the stacks, and you grew up and saw the people coming home from work and heard the whistles. That's
I did.
different for you.
I did. I would know my father would park his car. His office was on 9th and McClure in Homestead, and I know that he would park his car in the morning. And at the end of the day, you'd come out and you could actually run your finger along the paint and see is it iron ore?
Yeah.
Is that what that was producing on the car? And you could see it on your finger. So yeah, I mean, I have come up with it all, and I have seen it, and I have seen people who aspired to work in the steel mill and made a lot of money working in the steel mill, and they've provided for their families for a long time. So yeah, I mean, I have seen all that, and I love the fact that there's a resurgence. I think that the resurgence equals jobs, equal employment, and how do you not like that?
I'm 100% with you. Like 100% with you. I still don't think the quarterback can win a playoff game, but those are two separate things. And that's part of the dangerous society we're in, is that we intermingle too much. We tie in and conflate too many topics, and it's problematic.
It can be, but it's hard also to separate it, because it's my famous line is who we are and what we do. Right. But it's hard to separate those. It's really difficult. I don't know how you do it. Tell me something. What's one thing that you have a hard time with, that you intermix something with somebody, an action, something that you still like somebody, even though it's something that maybe you disapprove of?
That's a very good question. Okay.
Go ahead.
One of the best guys I've ever met, right, is a race car driver.
Okay.
But he drives a Toyota now.
No.
But he was with Ford.
Who is he?
Chase Briscoe. But then Tony Stewart closed his team down, and he doesn't have a team anymore. So he migrated to Joe Gibbs, and Joe Gibbs is Toyotas.
Right.
So that being said, it doesn't change that Chase Briscoe is a great guy, but he drives a Toyota. So I don't like that. But it doesn't change how nice he's been to our son and how wonderful he is, and that I still think he's a brilliant person. I just don't like that it's a Toyota. But it doesn't change because I'm going to Michigan this week. It won't change when we see him and we talk to him and how nice and great he'll be. But I'll have Ford stuff on and he'll have Toyota stuff on, and we'll stand there and talk.
I understand that. I get
that.
Yeah, I get that. I'm going to say something that's going to be controversial, and people will hate me for it.
Let's hear it.
Well, if I had one person or one thing, I would say this. I don't like the politics. I disagreed with the politics. But as the person, I think President Obama was one of the smartest people that I have watched. His intelligence, he's very smart, very articulate. Don't agree with him, didn't vote for him, but I believe that he's really an intelligent guy.
He may be, if he's not the best, he's one of the best 3 public speakers of the last 50 years.
I agree with that. I agree with that 100%.
I
wouldn't vote for him, and that's a whole different topic. But you see, that's where you can separate. You can say, okay, I can still see the good.
Well, yeah.
Even though I don't agree with it.
You know, when this comes up all the time, and this is an evergreen topic. It's all the time. Whenever one of these sports teams wins a championship and some goofball is like, I'm not going to the White House, depending on whatever side you're on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like you're going for the reverence of what it stands for, not the person who's the president. And that always infuriates me, because they can't see past what the bigger to the bigger situation. And the bigger situation is you're being invited to a place of reverence, not who the sitting president is.
Great point. Yeah, that's a great point. Okay, so on the lighter side, real quick,
Yeah.
because do we have people listening and watching?
All kinds, millions.
That's great. So here's something really funny. I really would like to know the answer to this. We talk about Super Bowl winners, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to know, is Travis Kelce still dating Taylor Swift?
Yeah, why wouldn't he be? Are there rumors he's not?
I haven't seen it.
Maybe they want some anonymity. Maybe they want some alone time.
Yeah, because
maybe they don't want like people like the girls in your office always in their business.
you just got dirty looks.
Chelsea and Kara following every move, hitting reload on TMZ like that. Leave those people alone. Worry about trying to get that Bronco roof open. Did you see those two?
No.
It took them 3 days to try to get the Bronco open. You just got to switch one little thing and go like that. They made a great social media video about it.
They're pretty funny.
And it wasn't a put on either.
Listen.
Yes.
I'm going to come back to one more product thing.
Let's hear it.
That's actually pretty funny. I didn't see that video.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Can you send that to me, please?
Oh, gosh, it was hilarious. It's probably broke the hit record on Schultz's Instagram.
Oh, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been driving the past 2 days, the most incredible, fastest car I have ever driven.
Mach 3, the Mach E?
No, it's a Shelby GT 500. Colin?
Do you want me to take it off your hands?
You can drive it. Brody's, as a matter of fact, Brody's picking it up this morning. You know.
Wow.
Brody. Yep. Brody's going to drive it for the day. I promised him a day in it. And I can give you a day in it if you'd like.
Oh. When I get back from Michigan, I might take you up on that.
It is scary fast. I mean, this car has so much power, so much handling. It is unbelievable. Your son would absolutely love it. And you need to come pick it up for a day.
Oh, he likes those dark horses.
Okay, that's okay. They're nice. This is a Brittany Blue Heritage Edition.
Wow.
Okay. It's badass.
I saw the Shelby truck out in front too, and the Roush truck that's out in front.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We had the Harley Davidson truck here for about a minute.
And that sold.
Yeah, it didn't last.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have some great products. It's a great time. From America for America, in the spirit of America.
Talk to you next week.
Love it.